Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. I am back with you guys today for probably one of the most unnerving theories that I think I've ever heard. Just kind of sit back, relax, and just get very open-minded for this one. Before we do get started though, I do need to just kind of make a disclaimer. None of the things in this theory, names, places, companies, I'm not saying that any of these are actually involved in this. This is just a theory, and we're just talking about it. So again, guys, not stating any of this is factual. Do your own research, formulate your own conclusion. But today, this is what we're going to talk about. The theory of underground tunnels, the Denver airport, and Fema camps, and how all of them tie together. Like I said, this is probably one of the most unnerving theories that I've ever heard. It's not necessarily a fun theory. It's kind of a scary one. And I actually originally heard this on Shane Dawson's channel, and it kind of scared me. And I heard this one last year, so I'll go ahead and link his video below as well, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. I'll also go ahead and suggest it here on the top. Pretty please make it through my channel or through my video first, and then go and check out his channel. I do need the watch time. Thanks so much. I thought it was very creepy, but we're just gonna go ahead and jump in before I babble for too long. The theory is that there are underground tunnels throughout the United States all connecting to each other, and what they're for is kind of what's stumping people. So people don't know if they are for use of the government, if they are, letting people get from point A to point B with doing some pretty shady stuff that no one else will know about, stuff like that. Now, we're going to start this theory off by me explaining to you where the Denver airport kind of comes into all of this, and then we'll jump into the rest of it. So the Denver airport is widely known as kind of a strange place. The Denver airport is the largest airport in the United States. It is 53 square miles big. So this is quite a massive airport. Now, the thing about the Denver airport is it doesn't look like a normal airport. Now, the runways are actually in the shape of a swastika. And this is something that people are kind of like, what is going on? So it's definitely one of the things that kind of catch them off guard. Other things include murals that are inside of the airport that depict death. These were all painted by Leo Taguma, who is a Mayan artist. Now, people think that maybe there's something that he knows that other people. There are 4 of these paintings throughout the airport. They depict, like I said, death, species, plague, death of children, death of women. There is a stone demon. So this little thing lives in a suitcase. So as people are walking to their flight, they get to walk by this stone demon in a suitcase, basically saying, have a great flight. On top of that, outside of the airport is a massive Mustang. It is blue. It has glowing red demon eyes at night. So one strange fact about this is when the creator or the artist of the statue was putting his head together and was creating his head, it actually fell on him and severed an artery, and he died. On top of that, we also have a time capsule inside of this airport. There is the Freemason symbol on it. It does say that it is for the people of 2094. Now, also on this stone is something that says the New World Airport Commission. Doesn't seem too shady, doesn't seem too out of place, except the New World Airport Commission doesn't exist. But the last thing that also kind of creeps people out is under the airport is a massive channel of underground tunnels. So people don't know what these are being used for, right? People think that maybe they're connected to tunnels that are going to different places throughout the world, stuff like that. So where people are starting to think that this ties in is with the 5 Walmarts that shut down in 2016 across the United States. These Walmarts did close down in 5 separate states, which include Texas, Florida, California, Oklahoma, and Ohio. The weirdest thing about these is that all of these shut down around the same time, but they were originally stated to have shut down for 6 months' time for plumbing issues. Now, I don't know much about that, but it is a little strange that they need 6 months for plumbing issues. Weirdest thing is, employees were only given a 5-day notice with a 60-day severance package. So that seems a little strange to me. Most of these Walmarts were actually blocked off and closed indefinitely. So started off, okay, well, we're fixing plumbing. And then it turned into, we're not opening this Walmart back up again. They ended up gutting the entire inside of these Walmarts, building wired spikes around the tops of the roofs, almost what you'd see inside of a prison. Or around a prison. The garden center, people have filmed videos and the garden center starts to look more like a holding cell. There's cameras in very strange places. There's security everywhere. Like, these Walmarts are so under surveillance. It is ridiculous. And the question from people is, if you're only closed for plumbing, why do you need so much security? Why are you building all of these things? And what is going on? One woman was actually let into the Walmart pharmacy area by a police officer. Why does a police officer need to let you into the pharmacy? Does that make any sense to anyone? So yeah, you're actually not allowed to record in there either. They got mad at her for recording, and it is kind of unnerving. People in the areas have said that they have heard extremely loud booming at night, and people think they're actually caving way for more underground tunnels. Now, the weird thing about this, and this was something that kind of caught my eye on Shane's channel, was all of these Walmarts fall in place over the maps of the underground tunnels that are already there. So are these tunnels that are under the Denver airport and connect throughout the United States, are they for something with the government? Is there something that we don't know? So I was doing a little bit more research, and I did see that they do have tunnels that are indeed underground, and in mountains and whatnot, but they say that they're just for transporting food and supplies in a much easier fashion. But these go all the way supposedly to Washington and all throughout the United States. And these are, from California and Florida and all of these different areas. So that is such a large tunnel system. And if you guys do any research and you find this weird, or maybe you find a way to debunk this, or you find some sort of logical reasoning for it, let me know. I definitely want to know what you guys think. This is the strangest thing. So basically what they think that people are turning, or what they think that the government is doing, is turning these Walmarts into FEMA camps. And if you're not aware with what FEMA is basically a disaster relief program that goes in and helps people when a major disaster has occurred. So what they think is happening is that they're actually preparing for a giant disaster. So if something happens and things get crazy hectic and out of control, martial law will take effect. If you're not aware with what martial law is, I'll go ahead and read you the definition. So martial law is the imposition of direct military control of normal civilian functions of government, especially in response to a temporary emergency such as invasion or major disaster, or in an occupied territory. It also says martial law can be used by governments to enforce their rule over the public. So basically what happens is if things get too chaotic, martial law can be enforced and the government can say whatever we want to happen happens, and their ruling takes place. So people are basically, to kind of give you an idea, they think that these FEMA camps are being built, and to kind of put it into perspective, if anybody's aware, and you very much should be, with what Hitler did in Germany, these Nazi, concentration camps is basically what people are getting at. So they think that if a natural disaster happens, the government is going to go ahead and step in with martial law, and they're going to place Americans in these FEMA camps and basically kill us off. So why would they want to do that? There is a theory that all of the United Nations want to come together, which would be the new world order. And so they believe that the world is too overpopulated, and so they would want to cut down the population to 2 billion people. That is 5 billion people dying. That is so many people. And so this theory is kind of scary, because if it is true, like, that is absolutely insane. But hopefully it's not, and hopefully it's just a theory and it's all wrong. You know, and I could be, you know, misremembering some of this, or, you know, maybe misstating. If I get anything incorrectly, if you need to correct me, if anything's been updated, please let me know in the comments. Be nice about it. I do have feelings. Thank you. So they think, you know, that these Walmarts are basically being turned into giant government facilities such as Fema camps. That's kind of scary. Why, you know, do these need to be guarded so heavily? Why are they being worked on like this? Like, why are they being turned into what looks like a prison? Like, it's the strangest thing, and nobody can come up with a actual idea of what's going on. They're very hush-hush about everything, which obviously they would be. But one thing, you know, that theorists have found a correlation in is with the word Walmart and martial law. So the first one is wall, which is backwards. That spells law. And for Mart, if you add IAL, you have the word martial. So Walmart then turns into martial law. This is very strange. This is very eerie. I don't know, you know, what is accurate, what isn't. Watching the videos of people who, you know, looked through these places, and I'll actually link their videos below, you know, from some of the sources that I saw, and I did read, you know, articles about these as well, but to kind of give you guys a visual, I'll go ahead and include those in there as well, so you guys can see full videos versus just a small clip, and also those people can get credit for their video. But this is kind of a scary idea. You know, what do all of these things have to do with each other? The Denver airport, these underground tunnels, you know, martial law, the FEMA camps. That is absolutely terrifying. So please be careful with what you listen to, what you take into effect. You know, these theories are just that. They are theories and they are not proven, but they're also possibly not disproven. You know, some of these could just be for transporting food and transporting supplies, but they could also be for getting the military stuff in faster, and it's very scary. So do your own research, guys. I highly recommend that. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with it? Do you think it's, you know, false? Do you think it's stupid? Do you think it's accurate? Like, do you honestly believe this? I am leaning a little bit more towards I believe it. I'm not too sure. Anything could be possible, so who knows? But don't take my word for it. Don't take anyone else on the internet's word for it. Do your own research, create your own conclusion. But with that being said, pretty please subscribe to my new gaming channel. I have not streamed anything just yet. I need to finish building my setup. I do have my double monitors actually right in front of me, but I do need the computer. I am building that first. As you can see back there, I actually have my Xbox, so if anybody knows how to stream from the Xbox to YouTube, let me know that as well. I would prefer not to use Twitch, but I mean, I guess I can. But yeah, so just let me know on that. Subscribe, that way as soon as I do start streaming and putting out videos on that channel, you guys are aware and you can watch, hit the notification bell. And same goes for this channel. I really appreciate, you know, you guys watching and being so patient with my inconsistent schedule. And so I know I don't have very many videos and I am super new to YouTube, but I would really appreciate if you guys can help me grow my channel and be there along with me with the ride. And I love hearing, you know, what you guys think and what kind of experiences you guys have had. Even if you don't agree with it, that's okay. Get into the discussion, like, let's talk. So again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time a new video goes up. And yeah, have a great Friday, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Before I keep rambling, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video.